Hi guys, this is Alan from Hirose Financial. How are you today? So, well, for today, since we are halfway through June, and then, well, I will do a review on the trades I did in the past 2 weeks, just to see what I did well and what I need to improve. So, before that, let's go to the Q&A corner, just as usual. So, the Q&A, the question I got previously was more like requests on the explanation on bearish market and bullish market. So, well, for these two types of market is pretty straightforward. So for bullish market is actually what we also call a uptrend. So the price goes up overall during the bullish market, and then for bearish market, that's what we also call a downtrend. So the price goes down overall on the bearish market. So just quickly look at the chart here. So we can see that the price goes down overall at this part here, so that we will call this market a bearish market or a downtrend. So when the price develops further, the trend direction change, and then it turns into a bullish market or a uptrend. So that's how we tell a trend, just to see the overall direction of the market. So just a tip for beginner that for beginner we should always follow trend direction. So during downtrend we will only go for low, and then during uptrend we will only go for high. Well, that's pretty simple, and there's a lot of indicator that is gonna help you to identify the trend direction or to identify the purchasing timing. So well, if you are interested to know more in what indicator you should use, or you have any question on how to use the indicator to identify trend direction, you can simply put a comment down there and I will reply to you as soon as possible. So well, okay, let's start the review. Alright, so well, let's take a look at the result for the past 2 weeks, and I have filtered out the trades that I did in the past 2 weeks. So the total profit has come to $1,965 for the past 2 weeks. So well, the first week I make $1,020, and then the second week I make $945. So well, that's a pretty good result. So $2,000 within 2 weeks, which I turned, I think at the beginning of June I have around 2,000 in my account, but now I have turned this $2,000 into almost 5,000. That's a double of my capital within 2 weeks. So well, in May, I've done a review on May as well, which that I turned $1,000 into 2,000 within 1 month. But then in June, I actually turned $2,000 into almost $5,000 within just 2 weeks. So a lot of you might wondering what is the difference between May and June. So well, there's two main reasons. So the first reason is the strategy I use. So if you remember that in May, I mainly used Bullish bands and MACD, and sometimes I trade with trend lines. But then in June I started to use the GMMA and SMA. But so that these two strategies I use in June, the GMMA and SMA, actually gives me a lot more trading chances than the Bullish bands and MACD. So which allows me to spot more trading chances and to make more trades. So that's one reason, the strategy that gives me more trading chances. So well, the second reason is simply because I do have more capitals in my account now. So in May I started with 1,000, and at that time I'm quite worried that my balance is gonna run out within just few trades. So I actually trade with caution quite a lot at that time. But then in June I have 2,000 in my account at the beginning, and then that actually helps me to ease my mind, that helps me to control my emotion better, and then of course to do a better money management and risk management. And well, so yep, that's the second reason that I have more capital in my account in June. So well, these two reasons did help me to make a better result. So well, that's what you see here, that I turned $2,000 into almost $5,000 within just 2 weeks. So well, the goal for me for June is actually to make to turn my capital into 6,000. So I'm 1,000 away, but I think if I keep my spirit up and to use the same strategy and the GMMA, the SMA, I think 1,000 is not really a problem within 2 weeks. So well, I will see how I go for the next 2 weeks, and I will share the result with you guys again. Well, actually a lot of people have come and asked me how do I make this much within a short period of time. But well, the answer is actually quite realistic. It's just because I have more funds in my account. So a lot of us a lot of us are scared to trade with big amount of money. Well, normally I would see people trading with $10, $20 in a trade, but then, well, if you trade with a small amount of money, your goal should be small as well. You don't expect to make $2,000 within 2 weeks by trading $20 in every trade. So if you want to aim for big profit, you need to trade with a bigger amount of money. So in my trades, I do trade with $100 in every single trade, and then that's why I can achieve a $2,000 within 2 weeks. Well, another reason that I think I do quite well in binary option is because my emotional control. So a lot of you is treating the money that you invested in every trade quite seriously. Well, of course you treat it seriously because it's your money, but what I want to say here is that you should treat the money that you invest in every trade just like the same the money that you put into travel or in food. So once you spend it, it'll never come back. So when you treat it like that, if the trade ended in loss, you don't feel disappointed, and if there is no disappointment, there's no frustration. If there's no frustration, there's no greed, and then you don't trace your loss, and that actually help you to do a better emotional control. So again, just to treat the money that you put into trade just like the money you put into travel and food. So once you spend it, you don't expect it to come back. So that will help, and when it actually comes back with profit, you actually feel surprised, and then that's actually help you to be more positive. And then yep, so more positive and without frustration, and that's exactly what we need for a better emotional control. So well, just remember that point I mentioned just now, and if you do have any way to do emotional control, let me know as well. We can share information. So yep. Alright, so that's pretty much it about the review on the past 2 weeks. So well, again, I make almost 3,000 within 2 weeks, and my goal for June is to turn my capital into 6,000. So well, we'll see if we can do it, but for tomorrow I will back to the trading, and let's see how I go tomorrow. So well, same as usual, if you have any question on anything I explained in the video just now, let me know by putting a comment down there, and I'll reply to you as soon as possible. So well, that's it for today, and well, same as usual, if you like my video, give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more live trading video, and I will see you soon again tomorrow. Bye.